Hello, you are in the bed with Vill Varley and Sean McGowan.
Hello.
And we're going to be asking each other some questions. The first question is, what happened last night?
Last night we were in, can you pronounce it for me please?
Groningen.
In the Netherlands. And we had a show at Vera. It was great. Beautiful venue.
Amazing
nice
venue.
And busy. And then we drank some beer, didn't we, Will?
We had some beer and some wine.
Beer.
And
yeah.
yes, and then we went to the Afrobeat discotheque.
Yeah.
Which was underneath our living quarters.
Yeah, it was. Which is convenient.
Which is
convenient
lovely.
when it's there.
So I felt like going to sleep at 6:30 in the morning. So that was lucky, wasn't it?
So convenient. Yeah.
I mean, if I'd have wanted to have an early night, that would have been really inconvenient.
Of course.
Luckily, it was very convenient. No, incredible place.
Yeah,
incredible
amazing.
venue. Great night.
Last Dutch show as well. So it's nice to nice to round off the Netherlands stretch with such a good one.
Hit me.
Right then, Will. What's the most annoying song to be woken up by?
That's interesting. I think any song becomes annoying if it wakes you up. I used to have my alarm used to be Mr. Brightside by the Killers, which I really liked when I was younger, and but then it woke me up. And over the course of a few years, I've kind of, every time I hear the beginning of that song, I feel like I've got like a job interview or something, or like I'm late for something. So yeah, I guess it depends.
Yeah.
It changes. What about you?
I think any song irritates me, or any noise, because then you forever associate, like you said, that song with having to do something or be somewhere. Yeah.
Which is very rare in the life of a musician, but occasionally it happens.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready?
Ready, mate.
When did you last sleep with one foot on the ground to stop the wheels from turning? Wow. That is a deep question.
Well, like last night, I was drunk. We were spinning last night. I had a foot out at one point.
I mean, you could be like, when did you last sleep with one foot on the ground to stop the wheels from turning? I mean, that could be like,
Is that like the Colts?
I guess it means the sort of, the drunken sort, that sort of
whirlies
room. But it could also mean a sort of philosophical point, you sleep with one foot firmly on the ground to stop those wheels from turning. I like that too.
Well,
you do that. You sleep like that every night.
I sleep like
in that context.
Yeah, totally. But last night physically, there's a few too many. Right then, what's the scariest thing that ever happened to you in bed?
In bed? Well, that's a scariest thing. I remember as a child, I remember having like these kind of half waking, half sleeping kind of nightmares. Yeah. Where I'd see like, a character kind of in my bedroom, and it felt like it wasn't a dream, but as far as I know, there wasn't a kind of Victorian
dude hanging out,
evil, monster in my room. There may have been, maybe that's what was really there, but I kind of have this weird memory of that, and it was definitely pretty.
That's terrifying.
Scary, yeah. Either that or when I'm trying to climb into bed after a night out and not wake my wife up. Pretty terrifying.
Well, I'm not married, so I can't relate to that, but I can imagine that would be terrifying. Definitely. Right then.
Are you ready? Does the sound of a coffee machine get you out of bed?
I mean, not literally, but the thought of a coffee, totally, that's my morning routine has forever been wake up to my shame, go down to the back door, put the kettle on, have a fag whilst I wait for the kettle to boil,
right,
make the coffee, have the coffee with another cigarette. So 2 cigarettes in the morning, which is terrible, and my mum is not very happy about it.
I feel like a cigarette first thing in the morning. How is that? I mean, it just feels so unrefreshing.
Yeah, it's horrendous, yeah. But it's,
I like it. I mean, I will have a cigarette or two if I have a drink, but
yeah. I think I'm just a
you're a real smoker.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
As much as I'd rather not be, have much more money if I wasn't, but yeah, it's me. I'm addicted, man. Alright. Oh, I like this one. Who would you invite to sleepover / pajama party? It doesn't say this, but dead or alive.
Wow, I don't think a dead person at a pajama party would be a very good vibe. That would maybe overtake the most terrifying thing that ever happened in bed.
Yeah.
But who would I invite to a pajama party? I'd probably have like, I don't know, some sort of random chefs that could make me a great breakfast or something. I could just go to sort of select some great restaurants and invite some people, chefs.
So you go down the food route?
Yeah, they could just sort of feed me like some kind of old-fashioned king, and I could just sort of sit there and could do food, grapes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's a very selfish kind of party.
Yeah, but it's also if that's your, if you got the opportunity there, you might as well.
What about you, Sean? Who would you have?
I think I would for a pajama party would have. I mean, every now and then after a night out we'll stay around with friends and we'll have that game, like FIFA, playing FIFA all night, much like we did when we were kids having sleepovers, But so that still happens quite regularly. But I don't know, someone like someone cool, like a footballer probably for me.
Right, wow.
Or like Mark Bircham, a QPR player or something like that.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that.
Yeah, imagine. Could you?
I'd also like to see your invite, how you'd word the invite to this guy. Like, just like coming round for a pajama party.
Please, Mr. Bircham. Would you like to join me?
We should organise that. If you're watching, we can make this happen.
Mark, come hang, man.
What does your dream bed look like?
My own, the one I got. The one I got's great. I think as well doing this job.
Well, what does it look like?
What's it actually look like?
Yeah, that's the question I asked you.
It looks kind of similar to this one.
Right. Nice.
But it's black.
Quite austere.
Excuse me?
It's quite an austere bed.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it's a quiet or austere. But, which made no sense to me.
I think last night's alcohol is starting to have a more of an effect on me than I thought it was.
Yeah, my hand's shaking. I don't know if that's because I'm nervous about having a conversation with my friend or because I've been drinking. Yeah. But I always, it's just a standard bed, but I think you'll be able to relate to the fact your own bed from being away from home for so long, getting back into your own bed is like the one. It's just like, although we get people are lovely, particularly in mainland Europe, and we get put up in really nice places and in hotels and stuff, which is great. It means we don't have to do the washing, but your own bed always. Like, it's such a good feeling after a tour having a wash and then getting into bed and sleeping for 6 years or something. It's a good one.
Wait, is it your turn to ask a question?
No, your turn. I think. No, wait, it's my turn.
I think it's yours. I just asked you about your favourite bed.
What's your favourite? What's your bed look like?
It's just really big and it's white.
Nice.
I think a big bed is an important part of one's life.
Yeah, totally.
They need to be able to
spread out. We spend so much time there, don't you? I think a good bed's important. Have you ever broken a bed? And if so, why?
I haven't broken a bed. I think I have, just from sleeping on really badly designed beds.
Right.
Like, you know, you might stay around someone's house and they'll be like, "Oh, I can make you up a sofa bed," you know, and you lie on it, and then
with the slats
over the course of the night, it gradually sort of comes apart, and then you find yourself sleeping in some kind of weird snake-like position where you're half up, half down, and then like I've definitely done that. But was that my fault? Did I break the bed or not? I don't know. If it was a court of law, would I be sort of? I don't know.
I don't know. You'd be sentenced.
It was definitely an operational thing when I got into it, and it wasn't
when you left it. Yeah, she did something to it.
But you've broken a few beds in your time, Sean?
Yeah, I have a couple actually. Nothing fruity. Just I had a bunk beds with a younger brother, so like wrestling. We were forever breaking beds. And do you know what? Actually, I had to fix my bed, my current bed, a couple of weeks back. Because I was sat on the end of it, putting my shoes on and put my back out whilst doing up my laces. I'm only 25 as well, by the way, that's terrifying. And I like reacted to that and snapped through there. Just like the slats.
That sounds terrible.
So, a bit MDF, it's alright, isn't it?
Have you recovered mentally from that sort of?
Mentally, not physically.
No.
Oh, yeah, maybe the other way around actually, yeah. Physically, I'm still scarred.
I had a friend in school who was broken by a bed.
Yeah.
They dropped a...
he was broken by a bed?
Yeah, they dropped a bunk bed on his foot, and it cut one of his toes off, and he had to find the toe, and then they took the toe to the doctors and they had it stitched back on. It's true. Well, I think it's true. It's one of those memories that I kind of... Maybe I made that up, maybe I dreamt that, but I think that happened. I'll have to ring him. The guy who it happened to, he was actually... he's an actor, he's a friend of mine, he was in Game of Thrones. There you go.
Ah, okay.
But I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Did he get the role through the lack of toe? Was that something that...
I don't know, I've never watched it.
Right.
Is there a character without a toe?
Oh, there might be Game of Thrones, there must be
right.
At some point.
Could be him.
Is it time for that last one, is it? The last question.
Okay. So, we've come to the end of In the Bed with Vill Varley and Sean McGowan. And we have one final question for you. And it is...
Nervous.
Which monster sleeps under your bed?
Ooh. So this is for both of us, right?
I think so, yeah.
Have you got something for it?
Well, no.
Because I'm not sure if I...
well, I do. I can tell. Do you want me to answer it before you?
Yeah, I think I do. Because I don't...
The monster that sleeps under my bed. I find that in the night, your brain wanders and you fill your mind with all these kind of fears and strange little worries. Like, you know, you might have kind of suddenly remember something you said on a night out 3 days ago, and you think, was I rude or was I okay? Yeah. And all these kind of things, and then you start to wonder about like this and that and the future. And I think they're the monsters that live under my bed more as I get older than anything else. The kind of the subconscious kind of. But I think it's probably quite a nice thing. It's probably something that kind of helps you kind of, you know, just calmly kind of work. Be
self-aware, isn't it? And
you probably just work through some stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But that, and I also have there's a lion that lives under my bed as well.
A lion under there.
Yeah.
I mean, as for an actual like monster under my bed, there's not, you know, that's never really been a thing I've been afraid of. No, it was like, I guess the fears would be sort of more in the daytime growing up than the nighttime. Going to bloody school and that. But like sort of monsters in the bed, I actually suffer from sleep paralysis, so I guess that when that happens.
What is that, Sean?
It's basically where you are conscious, so you're in a state of sleep, you're conscious and your brain works, but you can't move. And so you can't move anybody in any part of your body or speak or do anything. You need to kind of just wake yourself.
Wow.
To train, it's really weird. You kind of force yourself to wake up, and then
you can't move.
No, you can't move. And so a lot of people hallucinate when it happens as well. That doesn't really happen for me. I just kind of will be there, just like,
well, I'm glad it didn't happen now.
In the interview, yeah.
The
Me
interview
too,
would have
mate.
been rubbish.
Me too. Yeah, well, I'm glad that I managed to lower the tone of the interview after over the interview we did. Very pleasant interview, and then let's talk about sleep paralysis for a little bit, shall we?
No, it's fascinating to hear an insight into your life, Sean. It's very nice. I feel like I know you better now, and I can be more happy with you.
Yeah, well, likewise, my friend. Likewise.
Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen, and good night.
Tschüss.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down